Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alex and I make a living selling used things on the internet. I sell on different platforms such as Poshmark, eBay, and Etsy, and I also recently just opened up my own shop through Shopify, which I will leave a link below if anyone wants to check that out. So from the title of the video, it is Goodwill our competition? I do have a thrift haul for you guys at the end, but before I do that, I just wanted to discuss something with you guys and get your opinions, your feedback, your experiences. I want to know, am I the only person that is taking notice of the changes that are happening around us at Goodwill in particular? I've been thrifting my whole life, and I started noticing changes in Goodwill, I want to say maybe about 4 years ago. And slowly over the past 4 years, I've noticed it increased more and more as time goes by. So if you are watching this video right now and you've been thrifting for a very, very long time, then you might know what I'm trying to say. Years ago, me and my family, we all, grew up thrifting. My mom, she's an artist and a collector, so she's very into, strange, unusual, unique items. And Goodwill used to be that place that you could go to and you could find those unique, one-off, one-of-a-kind items that you won't see anywhere. And I've noticed over the past few years, it has been harder and harder to find any type of unique item. And from all the information and my research that I have gathered, it seems that Goodwill is selling things online. And I knew they've been doing this a while back, but I think over the past maybe 3 to 4 years, it's gotten more serious to the point where they are hiring out people to research items in the back before deciding whether they're going to be putting it onto Goodwill floor for people to buy inside the stores, or if they're going to be put and listed online. So with that being said, it's just been a lot harder to find vintage for one. I remember I used to always find vintage clothing, especially at Goodwill, but now it's very, very rare that I find a vintage piece unless it's like a standard, I don't know, maybe like early 1990s or 1980s, polyester printed top. But to find those very, very unique vintage items, it's very hard to find. Not even just, that type of vintage, like vintage home decor, for instance, is very hard to find as well. I've noticed that my Goodwill stores are mostly filled with mediocre items such as things from Target, Loft, Ann Taylor, J. Crew, just to name a few. So leave a comment below. Let me know. Is your area the same way? Is this going on throughout the entire United States, or is it only going on in certain areas? And maybe over here, I'm on the East Coast, maybe in certain areas where it's starting, maybe it's going to start spreading and other, Goodwill locations are going to be starting to do the same. But with that being said, I went thrifting. I left empty-handed from Goodwill. I haven't found anything at Goodwill that has been worth selling unless I go to the Goodwill outlet, aka the bins. That is pretty much the only place that I find things as far as the Goodwill chain goes. I have a haul for you guys with some really great items that I actually found at other thrift stores, smaller chain ones that I don't go to as often, and I think with everything happening and what I've been noticing and researching, I think I'm going to start hitting up these thrift stores a lot more often rather than going to Goodwill. It's sad, and Goodwill is like a huge part of my life. I love Goodwill, and can we blame them? Like, us as resellers, they are doing the same thing, so we can't get mad at them. We can't hate them for, trying to make a profit the same way we are. It just sucks that we're getting cut off, basically. Goodwill has been our supply, and Goodwill's cutting us off. So moving forward, I am going to definitely start going to other thrift stores such as like Salvation Army and the little church mom and pop shops around me, and I will keep you guys posted on how that goes. So the first thing I have to show you guys is the best item that I found. And this is in no particular order. This just happened to be on top. And I probably should have saved it for last, but that's okay. It is actually brand new tags. And it is Nilly Lopton, if I'm pronouncing that right. And these are called the Luna jeans. They're actually, I wasn't gonna spend the amount of money that they were marked up to. And I did some research and I found out that these actually will sell for $200 and pay for my entire haul. So I think, well, yeah, I spent about 200 bucks today. They're like a drop crotch type of style. So yeah, best item right off the top. Next thing I have to show you guys, this is actually a hard good. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have been dipping in hard goods here and there. I'm not going crazy with it. I'm just, you know, testing the waters, dipping my toes in, seeing what I like to pick up, what I don't like to pick up. And these are some horse bookends. I have a very, very similar pair listed right now, and I probably shouldn't have picked these up since the other one hasn't sold yet, but I couldn't help myself. I just think these are really cool, and if anything, maybe I'll keep them because the other ones I have listed, or vice versa, maybe I'll list these and take the other pair because I just think they're really cool, you know, for like some shelf decor and add some plants and other things. They're made in Hawaii. So yeah, those were pretty cool. I'm just gonna grab this pile here. So somebody donated all of their plus size clothing, and there are brands that I really love to sell in the plus size section. This is Soft Surroundings. It is a size 2X, and it's like this ombre color top. So excited about that. Those are like solid bread and butter items for me. This one is 41 Hawthorne, which I would not pick this up if it was regular size, but because it's plus size, I picked it up. This brand seems to do decent for me on eBay with plus size. That's what the tag looks like. And it's just a popover plaid shirt, but fall. I'm trying to gear up for fall. Next up, I have two J. Jill pieces. This one is a size extra large. Just a floral top. J. Jill size extra large and up is like my jam. Sell consistently. I probably sell one every day, every other day. This one is a size 2X, and it's a striped pop-over blouse. Alright, so what we talked about earlier and how it's been hard for me to find unique vintage items at Goodwill, this store has blessed me with so many really unique vintage pieces that I'm excited about. So the brands, I mean, the brand doesn't really matter as long as the style is very unique. It'll sell. I'll probably be listing this one on Etsy. The brand is Delani to Made in USA. This is from the 70s. It is like a very iridescent, I don't know if that's how you would describe this, but this is so unique. It's velvet. It has the balloon type sleeves. Let's see if I can, I don't know if it's gonna let me get my hand in. So yeah, balloon sleeves. It is maxi length, so it's a very long, it's like very drapey. It reminds me of something that you would see in Vogue from like back then, just very, I don't know, it just screams like high fashion. It also comes with a tie. It's tied around the arm, but that will go around the waist. And I will probably put this on my mannequin just to show the way that it drapes and whatnot. So this is awesome, and I only paid $4 for this. The reason I remember the price on this one is because there wasn't a tag on it. She had to like really search, and then she finally found the tag on it and was like, oh, it's $4. I was like, okay, wow, like that's awesome. If this was at Goodwill, this would have been $10. So $4 for this amazing dress is a steal. All right, next up we have a two-piece flax. So we have like the shell and then the button top. I love flax, it always sells. This one is linen, it's a size medium, and having two pieces together just kind of makes it better. And they didn't charge me like separate for each piece. They charged me one price for both of them together, so that's cool. This one is another vintage piece that's pretty unique. It's actually vintage Guess. And I grabbed this because of the unique print on it. It is just super cool. It's like Indian, like the feathers and what is that, like an arrow, I think. I don't know. It's just really cool, and I like that it has Guess written here on the front pocket. Anything like that's unique like this, I can't leave it behind. This was marked up. I don't remember how much exactly it was, but I know it was a little higher than what I wanted to pay, especially for a t-shirt. It's Harley Davidson, and the reason I grabbed it is because the front, if you can see, it has like this cool badass skull, and then the back is just like the Harley Davidson graphics. I thought that was pretty cool. I know some people list these as vintage even though they're like the year 2010. Don't be that person. That's not vintage, guys. That's only 10 years old. Next is an Everlane sweater. I love selling Everlane so much. It's not like a brand that sells for huge money or anything like that, but it sells quite fast. I want to say like fast and quick at the same time. So just a basic. This will probably sell for 25 bucks. Now this one is a new brand to me. I love discovering new brands. Every time I'm out, I like to just throw things in my cart that look very unique, interesting, or are made with high quality materials, and then I will just look it up. So this one was one of them. I noticed that it is 100% silk. It was made in the USA. It's called You Are You, and it has a really good sell-through rate. It's just 100% silk. This will fall into like the lag and look category, which is one of my favorites to sell on eBay. And this is what like the buttons look like. So I thought that was unique and it should do well. The comps were about $35 to $40. Okay, I have some stuff fold-ins and some stuff is still in the bag, so just bear with me. This is just philosophy. It's not a crazy good brand. It's like a Nordstrom Rack brand, but anything that has like a cool novelty print on it will usually sell for very well. This one has like, what is that? The Basset Hound? I mean, how cute is that? They're like little Basset Hounds. They're so cute all over. So a dog lover will buy this shirt. Next up, we have Denim and Supply by Ralph Lauren. You guys have probably seen this, but just in case you haven't, I will pick this up if it has the like Aztec type of print on it, like the Southwestern. These have a following and they will usually sell anywhere from like $25 to $30. So this one's always a yes if I can get it for, you know, under $4. Here's another vintage unique item. It is a dress, but I picked it up because of the print. I don't know, this just like looked like very like high fashion to me, and somebody will want it. There's like a lady in the street with palm trees. I'm not really sure like where this is at, but it definitely looks like, I don't know, Miami type of feel to it. Things like this, I don't know. I can't leave them, so they come home with me. This is just Jealous Tomato, but this one I'll list on Poshmark because it's just trendy, has like that bohemian style with like the fringe, and it's just a drapey kimono. This is an eBay item. I can never pronounce this. I don't know if it's De Segal, De Segulo, De Segulo. That one I made up, I don't know. Here it is. I think it's De Segal. I want to say it's De Segal. I could be wrong though. just a cool dress with all of this going on, and it still has the original waist tie, which is awesome. Now, this stuff in the bag is not what I bought today. This was my last trip 2 days ago, but it hasn't been listed yet, so I figure I might as well just pop in and show it on here. This brand is called Bluefish. I don't know if it's gonna come up, and don't mind my fingernails, are gross. But this one is a good eBay item. It's just that legging look, very boxy. Like, it is so wide, but it has a following and it'll sell. This is a very cool piece. It is Peruvian Connection, which is another one of my favorite brands to sell. And it's just this bohemian sweater skirt. It's maxi. This one will do decent. It'll probably sell for about $40 on eBay. Alright, so the next piece is not something I typically would pick up, but it is based on style and what's trending. And blazer and skirt sets, sorry, I have an itch in my eye. Blazer and skirt set, like a skirt set basically is what I'm trying to say, is super trendy right now. So I have the mini skirt and the matching blazer. And this is by Express. This is a vintage 1990s. But I know some girl will love this, and I like that it's not long. Like, the skirt literally is a mini skirt, and I think it's so cute. This will look cool with like some chunky sneakers to kind of have like that professional, like athleisure type of style. That's just how I imagine it, but who knows. Alright, I found two Lululemon Swiftly tees. We have this one, which is a black and white striped. This one will do a lot better than this one. This one's just blue, and this one still has a price tag on it. So I paid $3.99 for them, which is like super cheap. I know this one has like some flaws, but they're like really hard to see. It has like a little bit of like discoloration. It probably won't even show up on camera. You have to like really look at it to see it. But for $4, it'll still sell. Alright. Next up we have this equipment top. It's a snakeskin, 100% silk. This one still has a price tag too. I paid $2.99, so cheap. I am not used to those prices. Goodwill is like $4.75, I think, or $5.25, sometimes $6.75, so almost $7 for a shirt at times if they mark it up, so that's exciting. And then this one is a vintage swim, like one piece, and it is by the brand Cocoa Reef. I've seen some like mixed comps on these. I'm not sure how much it's going to sell for, but you know me, I will try and get the most that I can. And it has like a scoop high leg type of fit. This one is a Lily Pulitzer. Now, the only thing with this one is I do remember it did have a flaw on it that I totally missed. Kind of mad at myself. On the side at the bottom, it is starting to fray, and there's a little hole there, so I'll disclose that, but it is Lily Pulitzer. It's 100% silk, so this one will still bring me a profit. And then these, I just couldn't say no to. I don't know. They're just really cool. They're by Paris Blues. They're like vintage 90s high-waist shorts. But they have this like ruffle at the bottom here. I don't know. Thought that was cool. Okay, got two more items to show you. This one is pretty exciting. It's J. Crew Collection, which is like their high-end line. This is what tag looks like, if you can see that. It's very dark, but you'll see that it says collection at the bottom. This is actually a maroon wool jumpsuit, and it's just very hard to show on camera, but I found the stock photo for it. It should do well. And then the last item, this one definitely is my favorite. I shared a tag photo on Instagram, and I shared some of like a sneak peek of it. It is by the brand Reselling, which is vintage. This is from the 70s. And you guys, look at how amazing this is. It has the big, huge balloon sleeves. It has all this like yarn embroidery, and then the yarn ties on each side, and it's like a sweater dress. It's probably a little shorter than midi length, but, and then on the back it also has the embroidery and has like the mock neck. This is so cute for the fall. I can't wait to get them listed. I am obsessed with the 60s and 70s. Haven't already known that. So that is everything that I found, and I did not find it at Goodwill. Like, I'm so excited. I feel like I just discovered like a whole new thing. Not that I've only ever been to Goodwill. I've been to so many other thrift stores before, but they haven't been part of my like regular thrifting routine, and now I'm throwing them into my regular thrifting routine, and I'm finding so much more better things, and I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and photograph and list all this stuff today. So thank you for watching my video, and if you like these types of videos, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. But leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts about Goodwill. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think that they're now our competition with them selling more things online, or do you think it's gonna last? Do you think maybe eventually they're gonna quit, or do you think it's gonna be like next level, like they're gonna take over the whole reselling world? I don't know. I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts, but anyways, take care. Bye.